Hi everybody, this is Jennifer with Northwest Stamper, and today I thought I'd show you the card that I put up for the beginning of my birthday celebration week on my blog, northweststamper.com. And this is what I had. It's a really fun way to make punch art penguins, and so I'm going to show you today how to actually make these penguins. And just a side note for those of you that are Stampin' Up! Fans, if you haven't seen the Occasions catalog that starts in January, this paper is one of the new papers, and it comes from a really cute package. It's actually one of my favorite packs in the new catalog. So, just a little side note for you there. But, what we're all here for, the penguins. So, let me show you how to make them. To make them, you're going to need some scrap pieces of Whisper White, of Basic Black, and then Pumpkin Pie. I prefer Pumpkin Pie. These are actually Tangerine Tango, but I think the Pumpkin Pie turns out a little bit cuter. You'll also want some glue. I like the two-way glue pen, personally, for the small pieces. A black pen or marker, and then some scissors. So, let's get started. First, we'll do our punching. Now, these little penguins here, to make them, all you need is one punch, not including the hats. But for the penguins, you just need the owl punch. And we will get all these pieces for our penguins out of this punch. So, we'll start by our body, and all you need is the main part of the owl's body. So you don't really have to worry about feet as long as your scrap fits in the ears and the tummy. So punch that guy out, set any extra scraps aside. Then we'll do our feet and our beak out of the pumpkin pie. So to do that, just take your piece, and all you really need are the feet. So depending on how your scraps are, you could slide some scrap in and get some feet, just to save on some paper. And then you want to come over and get one of these little hearts, because that heart is going to be our beak. Sneaky, huh? And sometimes if you're like me and are too busy talking, you don't punch hard enough. There we go. So, all of these pieces that aren't the body or the heart, you can brush aside, get them out of your way. Then we'll do the white parts. So for you need a white tummy, and you need the two eyes that are on top of the body. So there's really big eyes, medium, and then itty bitty tiny eyes. Do the ones there and there. So I usually just put this in at an angle so that I can get the most out of my scrap. So it just has my white in the tummy. And then you can set those aside. You can set your punch aside because that's all the punching you need to do. So grab your scissors and we will start getting these ready to be penguins. So first off, snip off the feet, just following the body. And then we're going to cut off the ears, and you're just going to follow the shape of the head. So just do a nice little rounding as best you can. You might have little pokey, pointy parts, but you can always adjust those later if you need to. So now these pieces you're going to want to save because these are going to turn into our arms. For your feet, I just try to cut off a lot of the main part so that I don't have to worry about too much showing behind where I'm at. So set aside your scissors and let's start gluing. So first, add your glue to your pumpkin pie piece, and then you can just stick the body over so that it hides your orange. Then we'll add our white body here, or the white, I call it the tuxedo vest, but whatever you call his white tummy, you stick that right on top. Then this is where our nose comes in. This is the little heart, and this is why I really like the two-way glue pen, because it just makes it so much easier to glue it down. So just put a little glue, and you're going to cover up that V in the tummy. So cover up that V with your heart, and then we're going to take our white circles and cover up the tips of our hearts. And you can play with position, you can play with the size depending on how bug-eyed you want your penguin to be, or how goofy or cute you want it to be. So there is the start of our penguin starting to shape up. Then I usually like to turn it over and just put a little bit of adhesive on the back. That's more than I need, but just a little bit there and there, because now I can flip him over and grab these ears that we cut off, glue it to the back, And this is going to make our little wings. So press it on. They sometimes like to stick to your fingers just a little, so just be a little careful as you pull it off. Grab the other one, stick it to the other side, squeeze, get that on and get your finger off, and you have a little penguin. So when you go to do the eyes, I like using a Stampin' Right marker or some kind of black marker because you can punch out the circles, but I don't like it as much. So I just use the little tip, draw them on, give him cutie patootie eyes. Now, if you want to do the party hats, that's really easy too. All you have to do, grab your Pennant Parade stamp set, grab a stamp, like I'll grab this one, and then I usually just take my white paper, ink up my stamp, let's move Mr. Penguin, and then just stamp on there. Now, well, if you don't like that one, because I didn't do a good job stamping or inking, one of the two, then just ink it again. Nice thing about punching it out, doesn't really matter. And if you have those weird lines, that's okay too, because the punch actually gets all the way to the edges. So you can just take this punch, and you just want the one without the ruffles, and punch it in here, which looks like I'm going to just sort of take off the edge, just run it through, say, oh, get a little closer in, and punch. And then you just stick this little hat right on top of your guy. And then to get the little fringe, I like the silver dazzling details. Put a little on the end, on the top, and you're done. So I hope you enjoyed this and are ready to go out and try making your own penguins. It's a lot of fun and really fast, and so cute. So it's definitely worth it. So give it a try. Let me know what you think. Leave me a comment here on YouTube or my blog, or just shoot me an email. I'd love to hear how it's going for you. So thanks so much and have a great day.